Greetings, fellow captains. Update 0.8.4 brings the long-awaited branch of Soviet battleships, the unique historical commander, Nikolay Kuznetsov, the continuation of the victory competition, the 12th season of ranked battles, and much more. Eight brand new Soviet battleships. What can be better? These ships are both beautiful and tough, and perfect for fierce fights at medium ranges. The Tier 10 ship is KREMLIN. Her 457mm guns can penetrate the plating of almost all cruisers from almost any angle. She has powerful AA defenses, great torpedo protection, and 60mm thick armor at the central part of the deck that significantly reduces damage from any HE shells that might be fired in your direction. The icing on her steel is a vast pool of 108,000 HP. What a magnificent pinnacle of the branch! You can learn more about the newcomers on our website. The victory competition is still on. The rules and composition of the teams remain the same. But the rewards have changed. Players will now receive a new resource, provision tokens, instead of allowance tokens. You can acquire various in-game items in the armory in exchange for the tokens, including the new In the Service of the Motherland containers, premium cruiser Murmansk, and perhaps most importantly, a new historical commander, Nikolay Kuznetsov, with a unique set of talents. The Concealed Reserves talent is enabled when a player unlocks the First Blood achievement and adds 1 additional charge for every consumable. The Will to Victory talent is enabled when your ship has less than 10% of her total HP. It's available only once per battle and just for 30 seconds. However, it removes all instances of flooding and fire, and new instances won't occur for the duration of the talent's activation period. Additionally, up to 7.5% of the total HP pool of your ship is restored, and the dispersion of any shells fired at you by enemy ships increases by 20%. Moreover, the Jack-of-all-trades skill of the new commander reduces the reload time of consumables by 10% as opposed to 5%. Please note, talents can't be enabled in clan battles and the training room. However, special personalization will be visible in every mode. Don't forget to spend your remaining allowance tokens in the armory, because after the release of Update 0.8.5, they will be converted into credits at a rate of 1 to 8,000. The 12th season of Ranked Battles starts in Update 0.8.4. Unlike the previous season, you can now reach the top ranking with aircraft carriers too. Each battle sees 2 teams face off against one another with 7 Tier 10 ships in each. If you don't yet own any Tier 10 ships, you can simply play one battle with a ship of Tier 8 or higher and gain access to rental ships for ranked battles. You can read further details about this on our website. We are continuing to work on aircraft carriers. Previously, it was very difficult for destroyers to avoid the attacks of dive bombers with HE shells. For this reason, we've increased the altitude of bomb release and changed ellipse of the reticule. We've also made the speed of aiming faster and eliminated the effect that squadron maneuvers had on bomb dispersion, so these aircraft can preserve their efficiency while fighting against cruisers and battleships. Update 0.8.4 also brings the new Greece map. In making it, we used the famous Santorini island as a reference. And the map has turned out to be very atmospheric. It's designed for battles between Tier 9 and Tier 10 ships in domination mode, with 3 or 4 key areas. At the same time, all islands on the trap map have been shifted to the top right corner to encourage more active gameplay around Key Area A. We've updated the epicenter mode on the following maps: Big Race, Trident, Islands of Ice, and Tears of the Desert. The mode is now the same as it was in the recent space battles. Some ports have enjoyed changes as well, with the introduction of a dynamic day and night cycle in the Philippines, New York, St. Petersburg, Zipangu, Hamburg, Naval Base, and ocean ports. You'll encounter a nice surprise within an hour of selecting one of those ports. Attention captains, an important announcement. The Space-April Fool's Day and Space Camouflages sections of the Armory will be closed after Update 0.8.4 is released. Your remaining Uranium will be converted to credits at a rate of 1 to 16,000. You can always find the details about Update 0.8.4 on our website.
На нашем портале.
See you out on the seas, fellow captains.
И самое главное, нет, слишком много игры. Увеличили высоту сброса бомб. Да. Но мне кажется, не надо опять пальчик, потому что до этого у нас был пальчик. Хорошо.